North Dakota Department of Transportation through Vision Zero.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park, top of the sixth inning, 9-3. Pioneers your score. SaberDogs have some more work to do. Were able to bring around one to score in the top of the fifth. The Pioneers would answer back with two of their own. So their lead is once again 6. Here comes Gunnar McGran, the left-handed swinging second baseman, to lead it off against Edwards. 8-9-1 due up. As Edwards winds and fires, his first pitch on the way is a fastball that bites the outside corner for strike one. No balls, one strike. Edwards, one of his tougher innings, was back in that fifth where he faced 7 batters. The SaberDogs would strand the bases loaded after Moore grounded out to short. The 0-1 to McGran is swung on and popped up left side, slicing out of play. Strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. McGran has had a productive night. A single and a hit by pitch here. Again, very quietly at the bottom of this order has been incredibly productive for Souris Valley. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets some opportunities in the top of the order later on this year. As the 0-2 is down, away ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that really just shows you the depth of this lineup 1 through 9. I mean, you have Ethan Moore, your team home run leader at 5, hitting 7th tonight. Edwards turns, kicks, and fires. His 1-2 on the way. Swinging a line drive past the first baseman McGee in a right field 4-base hit. So Gunnar McGran continues to swing it well. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Has reached base all 3 times. Now has 4 hits on this road trip, 4 for 7 in total. As they'll bring up Jared Breedwell to the plate. So that is the 4th time tonight in which the SaberDogs have had their leadoff base runner reach. And the only time was in that 3rd when they did not reach, when they were set down 1, 2, 3 in order. So McGran keeps the pattern going here. Here's Breedwell, who's 0 for 2. Lefty on right, Edwards from the stretch. Kicks, fires. The first pitch is a fastball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Breedwell flew out to center, grounded into a 6-4-3 twin killer as well. Pace is quickened up for Edwards as he tilts in for the sign. Infield and double play depth here as he sets below the belt. Edwards an all-star this year, showing us why here tonight. There's a check over to first base. Gets away from the first baseman McGee. Heading for second is McGran. He's going to make the turn for 3. The right fielder Surface hasn't even picked it up yet. McGran stopping in the third base, standing up. He's now 90 feet away with nobody out. That'll be the second error charged to the Pioneers tonight. Will be an E1 on the pitcher in Edwards. Again, tried the snap throw to first base. A quick move was wide of the first baseman McGee, who reached out to try and get it, but again was colliding with the runner and McGran, who came in standing up. So a tough play as the first pitch is cut on and missed for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike to count. So the SaberDogs will take it. 2 errors on both ends now, trailing by 6, looking for as many free chances as they can. As the 0-1 is a fastball that misses down, low ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. On deck, top of the order for Souris Valley and Justin Cooper. Then it'll be Alan Greer. Edwards, glove in front of his face. Turns, lifts, and fires. The 1-1 pitch. Swinging a pop-up right side, slicing out of play. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Game 1 of 3 here between these two ball clubs right before the All-Star break. SaberDogs will stay on the road for a very long time. Their next home game is August 3rd as they'll host Sioux Falls. As Edwards winds and fires, the 1-2 on the way. Swinging a high fly ball center field. Smelko backing up. Takes a step or two to his right. He'll camp underneath it to make the catch. Tagging from third is McGran. The throw to the plate is on line, but not in time, as McGran will slide in safely, followed by a cloud of dust from the chalk from the batter's circle. So a run is in, an RBI for Breedwell. That's going to be his 5th of the year as he drives in McGran from third base on the sacrifice fly. So that makes it a 5-run deficit now for Souris Valley. 9-4 Pioneers your score. That's back-to-back runs each of the last 2 frames for the SaberDogs as well. Here comes Justin Cooper. 1 out, nobody on. Cooper having a good night. 3 for 3 with 2 stolen bags. First pitch from Edwards is a fastball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Very nice work from Breedwell right there. Fell behind. Was able to lift a fly ball deep enough to center to drive in the run. So the next pitch is a fastball inside, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes to count. Edwards from the third base side twists and fires. The 2-0 on the way is a fastball down low, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. But back to our conversation for the SaberDogs. This is the beginning of a very long road trip. Again, the All-Star break will eat up the first third of it or so. So the 3-0 is on its way. Fastball grazes the middle of the plate, strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. For those 8 All-Stars and the coaching staff, however, that will head down to Casper, it's going to be quite a grind for the next month or so. So the 3-1 is a fastball at the top of the zone, strike 2. Cooper thought it was ball 4. Took about 3 steps towards first base, has to head back. Count now runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Edwards working quickly here, commanding the pace of this inning. His time is now called by the home plate umpire. We resume play. So the payoff pitch is on its way. Swing the bounding ball wide of third. Ranging to his right is Mazzaferro. Picks it up cleanly. Throws a bullet to first base, but it's not in time. Is Justin Cooper running the speed of light right there. Will beat it out for an infield single. And that ball had eyes on it. Evaded the glove of the third baseman and Cutter ranging to his left. Making it tougher for the shortstop in Mazzaferro, who was almost screened by his third baseman right there. Picked it up on an in-between hop just in front of the cut of the outfield grass. And then pulled out the cannon and threw a bullet to the first baseman in McGee, but it was not in time to retire Cooper, who's now 4 for 4 tonight, all 4 singles. So 1-on-1 out. Here's Alan Greer. He's 0 for 3. The first pitch is a fastball over Broadway for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Once the SaberDogs return home, that'll be the final homestand of the year, so make sure to get your tickets for that. Right before the playoffs, SaberDogs will have home field advantage in the second week of August for the divisional series. Edwards from the stretch is 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back as it ricochets off the backstop for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. And because of the heavy load of road games here in the month of July entering August, the SaberDogs were very top-heavy for home games at Corbett Field in their schedule, and they took advantage of it, put up tremendous numbers at home, and at one point won about 7-8 consecutive games at home. That was snapped after they lost that series 2-3 against the Fremont Moo. As Alan Greer will step out. Looks like some mosquitoes in play here as the sun continues to set. They're wagging them out of his face as he digs back into the right-hander's batter's box, pinwheeling his blonde bat back and forth, now lifts it above his right shoulder. As Edwards settles, kicks, fires. The 0-2 is a fastball that runs outside, a little bit high as well, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And I'll tell you, the mosquitoes around this league in general have been difficult. At every ballpark we've gone to, over in Casper, that was really the first time it played a role. But as we've gotten into July here, it's been tough, not just for the players on the field, but everyone at the ballpark as well. As Edwards kicks in, tosses the 1-2, is a breaking ball that misses up and away, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It seems like every single night we see time called because either the pitcher has some mosquitoes in their face, a hitter as well. You wouldn't be watching if you didn't see an outfielder trying to scoot the mosquitoes out of their faces as well. As Edwards from the stretch fires the 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Grew it after a fastball running outside the plate towards the left-hander's batter's box. That's a strikeout for Edwards, his 4th of the night, out number 2 here in this top of the 6th innings. That'll bring up Jordan Williams to the plate, looking to avenge himself for a tough night thus far, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. And a pop out to third. Cooper takes his lead from first base after his infield single. 1 run already in on the sacrifice fly from Jared Breedwell that brought around Gunnar McGran to score. Edwards from the stretch, third base side. Lifts and fires. The first pitch is a fastball up and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to the count. Williams, a Minot State product. Very familiar with Corbett Field, of course, where Minot State plays its home games during the spring. As Edwards settles below the belt, the 1-0 pitch is swung and popped foul. Williams falls to a knee on that hack. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And again, we mentioned it earlier, has really good numbers despite only having about 65 at-bats or so. At one point, led the team in home runs for a little while, even when he was out for a couple weeks when he went back home to Alabama. As Edwards fires the 1-1 pitch, fastball runs down, away ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. In fact, it's the first home run of the year for Surrey's Valley against Jack Moffitt of the Whiskey Jacks back way early on May 25th, opening night, a hard line drive out to left field. Edwards from the stretch. Cooper takes his lead right in front of the eyes of the Pioneers southpaw. The 2-1 is swung and grounded hard down the third base side and foul. Strike 2. Count evens up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here with 2 outs. Lights in play here, shining down on the field. Not as bright. Again, the lights are poked straight down instead of facing out towards the diamond, so might be a little bit harder to pick up for fielders tonight here as we enter nightfall. Currently twilight time here at the ballpark as Edwards fires the 2-2 on the way, swinging a high fly ball on the infield. Second baseman Rutz ranging to his left, backpedaling onto the outfield grass. He'll make the